Well, we are now in the fifth day of the impeachment trial of suspended Attorney General Ken Paxton. Senators are weighing 16 articles of impeachment that accuse Paxton of abuse of office, bribery, as well as corruption. So Monica Madden is joining us now to give us some highlights of the day. Thank you, first of all, so much for joining us.
Of course.
A lot to unpack here. We were up in our office. We were listening very closely to this. A sixth witness has taken the stand. We've been listening to a lot of the testimony from her. Initially, it really focused on the alleged affair.
Yeah, this is really the first we've heard in this trial about Paxton's alleged affair. And the witness we're hearing from, her name is Catherine. She goes by Missy, and her last name's Carrie. And Carrie was talking about, you know, as in her role as chief of staff under the Attorney General's office when she first became aware of this affair, and it was totally by happenstance. She was sitting in a cafe, happened to be next to this woman, and heard the woman talking about Paxton in great detail, to the point where she was concerned of, like, why does this person know so much about my boss? Took a picture of the woman, brought it to Paxton, and he said that that was his realtor. Then later, they're, you know, months down the line, they're at some state business affair, an official event, and she sees this woman again. And at that point, she's like, this is not the realtor. I know that something else is going on. Confronted Paxton, and, you know, at some point he confessed the affair. But Carrie's testimony really detailed, I think, an important part of this affair in terms of why are we talking about this, in terms of the impeachment. And she said that she had started to hear concerns as chief of staff from other employees in the office who said, you know, State Senator Angela Paxton, Paxton's wife, is calling. She's asking about the whereabouts. We're having to lie because we don't want her to find out. We're being put in awkward situations, you know. And at that point, when it started to bleed into the office affairs and have impacts on that, that's when Carrie, this chief of staff, said, you know, boss, I've got some ethical concerns, possibly some legal concerns. You're a public official running for re-election. And then she says that he later confessed to his wife and a bunch of staff in a meeting, I think in somewhere around 2018, maybe it was fall. And at that point, she was in the room and she said it's Senator Paxton was crying, and she said, my heart broke for her. And it was just a really, you know, solemn, somber moment in the chamber.
Yeah, and that was detailed during that testimony. And again, we have all of this on KXAN.com. Before the first witness took the stand, this was kind of breaking to us this morning. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick, he made an announcement saying the testimony could end by the end of this week. So break down a timeline now. We could see this thing wrap up soon.
Yeah, we absolutely could, Jen. You know, keep in mind for our viewers at home, every time there's an objection, that does stop the clock. However, Lieutenant Governor Patrick at the beginning of today just gave an update on the timeline of where we're at. He said, you know, both defense and House managers, the prosecutors, have roughly around 14 and a half hours. I'm not going to try to do the math because, like I said, the clock stops every time there's an objection. But he said they do not plan on stopping or taking any days off until there's a verdict. So he kind of gave that rough estimate of thinking that Thursday they might be done with time, both sides. And he reminded them, you know, this is the allotted time that both of you agreed on. If it gets to that point and defense has, you know, 2 hours left and you're out of time, House managers, tough luck. So use your time wisely was his warning.
Okay. All right, Monica Madden, thanks so much. And of course, we'll have extensive coverage tonight on KXAN News at 5 o'clock. Coming up, a new social enterprise is empowering